Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. In this video I thought I'd do my honest thoughts and impressions of the recently streamed game Observation. How about we get into this then? This game generally had me rethink what an independent developer could truly achieve, even though technically it is published by Devolver Digital. The development studio, No Code, only has 11 developers and could have easily fooled me that it was developed by a huge development studio behind a massive publisher. Though while I admit that the game is truly great, there are still problems that boil beneath the surface that stop me from truly loving it. That is why I kind of remind myself of every good thing that this game has done every time I hit a roadblock that annoys me. But no matter what I say during the video, the developers should be proud of the game that they created, because of the many different reasons I will say later on. This is not a review of the game in any sort of way. This is just my thoughts and opinions of what they have built and what I've experienced with the game. But I will not say how they improve anything for the next game or anything like that, because it's not for the developers. This video is for the people who may be interested in buying the game, or even the next game to play on Game Pass. But don't be fooled by my serious tone at the start, because I'm going to continue to be the idiot that rambles on for way too long. Most people would start talking about the best thing about the game. Not for this game though. That doesn't deserve that, for one big fucking reason. The level design is confusing as hell. I've been playing this game for 4 streams, and each individual one I got completely lost at a different part. At one point, I had to literally look up a walkthrough just to find out where to go, in case I was being a complete clown and not seeing it. It's starting to really piss me off. Honestly. I'll probably do like another stream later where I'll just go, right, this is what's happening. Yeah, you know what? Oh, we'll do another stream later. We'll finish this off. Maybe a short one, maybe a long one. I'll look at a proper walkthrough. And it'll be less embarrassing. The answer to that question, by the way, was yes and no. The air grate wasn't clearly indicated with the control system on how the ball thing moves. You kind of need it to be clearly indicated. So that is my excuse. In all seriousness though, when I was looking at the walkthrough, I did see some people struggle with this sort of stuff. So when on the comment section of the video, there was like 7 different people saying, "Oh, we couldn't find this." So you kind of got to think that I wasn't the only problem there. Though this may be the only part that I really disliked. Now, before I start praising the game like no one's business, I will say that this video contains some light spoilers scattered throughout the game, if you haven't noticed already, with the start of the game being played out, with other gameplay points being there just to prove my points. So that is my warning for you, because this game's ending is to put it lightly.
There it is.
That's where we're going, Sam. I've seen it.
What? I don't understand. Are they parallel dimensions? Time? What? I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
I think
Alright,
I
so we
understand
made it technically.
why there are so many of us.
Okay, the
This
answer
is
is...
every attempt coming together. Where we are. It's not one place. It's all of them compressed.
multi-dimensional interference, perhaps?
It's time.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
We're ready.
I'm sorry, what? Proceeding? What? Infinity symbol? That symbol?
Don't tell me how to do the puzzle.
The way the game then actually ends is weird to properly explain my feelings with it because it contradicts itself in a way. What I mean by that is it leaves me asking for questions. It leaves me asking for questions, and in return I want to play more of the story. But like I said earlier, it kind of contradicts that feeling with another one, which is I hate it leaves me with more questions than actual answers. I hate the ending. I also love it. It's a mixed bag for sure. Now come the compliments. This will be like a simp to a hot girl with how many compliments this game is about to get. In fact, this is me being a complete simp to a game. At least I'm original. For me, I love sci-fi. I love the sci-fi genre so much that I want as many different games in that genre. Though I will admit that some games will fall in the trap of becoming too unrealistic and too bizarre. I'm looking at you, certain sci-fi game. Well done, Reese. And I am taken out of that immersion when it's being properly set. Luckily, this game completely avoids that till the very end, which I'll discuss my feelings on that later. Though I will say, if you just watch the trailer and expect a game like Interstellar, then you're in for a surprise and a half, because I was that person, and this is certainly not that game.
We got it, boys. Right, what are we doing then? We're getting this fucking game killed. Yep. What?
I guess you're the last one left. Sam. Stay there, mister. Jesus. Sam, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck.
Sam, respond. What's going on?
You tried to murder me. Why would I respond to you? Status unknown. Okay, this is fun.
I am different now. Getting out of here.
What the fuck? Yeah, get the fuck out of there, dude. Now I'm scared of Sam.
Sam, what the hell is
What
that?
the fuck? What?
The one big thing that I always look for in games is not the gameplay. No, it's the complete opposite. You should be looking for a story. Is it a good story? Well, in this game's case, the answer is an astounding yes. It was such a blast to go through the story, finding out what events went down, and how the space station suddenly arrives near Saturn, and why there is a second space station that looks exactly like yours, and many, many more questions like that. Though I did feel like the characters you met along the way, such as Emma Fisher and the other astronauts, were so grounded, and they were actually really interested to find out about their backstory and how they would react with each other. The only complaint I had about the story was the fact that we didn't learn too much about why these characters were chosen to go on that specific mission, because it felt like they were specifically chosen for those jobs. All we know was that they were normal, hard-working people, but nothing truly stood out as to them why they were specifically chosen, with the exception of Emma for the ending. But that ending, man, that ending. My last thought on the story was that at that point I could actually it can be quite creepy and quite scary, even I admit, and I don't usually get scared about that sort of thing, so I'll give props to them that they've managed to actually do that.
Go here, right? There we go. Damn, is it got some good ass things here.
Not Josh. Fuck. Okay.
Wait, what?
Can you hear me? What am I saying? He's dead. We saw him. Captain. Jim. Sam, bring it out
Don't
here.
you dare open your eyes. Don't you.
The fire's steamed up. He can't have been that long. Sam, what the hell is going on? Shit! Jim!
Emma. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm here.
No, you can't be.
That's not funny.
How did you get back here?
What do you mean, back here?
The design of the game is bloody beautiful. I don't think anyone can deny that. In fact, in my first stream, I said the style reminded me of how Alien Isolation looked. And in my surprise, when I was researching for this video, I found that the studio worked on that specific game, or at least they talked about the Alien Isolation on their website, how they worked on it. So that's kind of a cool fact. But the design of the whole space station is very well decorated, and I could see that this actually being something that you would see in real life. As I mentioned earlier, the level design is utter shit with the way it is played, and the kind of takes away from the great decoration of the whole station. Now comes the gameplay, which can be separated into two parts: exploration, puzzle, and so it can be separated into two parts: exploration and puzzle, which in concept is a good thing for the game. I have gone on and on about my opinions about the level design, and not just in this video, so I won't talk about that here. But I will talk about how good finding little bits of story are in the environment are. So basically, you would have to go from room to room finding written notes or computers that would have audio logs inside of them, which gives more story about the characters and how they react to each other.
Message to crew, Sam. Hi everyone. I know a lot of you have been getting head up about requests from Houston and from me that have been butting into your work this past week. I just wanted to see that you all have a role to play here, and getting frustrated isn't helping anyone.
That doesn't sound ominous
Frustration
whatsoever.
leads to mistakes, nothing more. As you know, some aspects of every mission are above your pay grade, and you know I can't divulge anything more than that.
I hate
Focus on the
that.
task in hand, please.
The best bit of the exploration, finding the actual... That is the best bit of exploration. Finding the actual objectives forward in the story is a pain in the fucking ass. Especially when you have to go outside the station and find an asteroid the size of a goddamn pea. Calm down, Reese. On the right side, the puzzles are the best I've ever seen in a video game. Full fucking stop. A good puzzle will be difficult, but not too much so that an idiot like myself can actually make me feel smart.
Five? Right? Oh cool, so that's done now. So it is D76-5, okay. Makes a little bit more sense, okay. Right, we're looking for Gamma E43. Where's E43? E43. I'm pretty sure, from the little knowledge I have of this. Oh yes! It's actually quite... Right, I struggled with science, but even this I'm starting to get... It's circuits technically. Alright, big brain time is activated.
And the final thing that I'll say on this unique controls... The final thing that I'll say is that it has a unique control system. Usually, if you have a game set in space, the only thing that would happen is the jump would last longer. But in this game, you actually feel like you're in space with the floaty sphere gameplay that can be quite difficult to control. But weirdly enough, this works in the game's favour. It feels so good for this game, and only in this game. If it was anywhere else, it wouldn't work. That was, as you could probably tell, that was quite scripted. But I wanted to get my feelings out on paper, and I wanted to say it how I wanted it. If you enjoy this type of video, even though this is a lot more shorter video now, I'm looking at the timer. If you like it a bit more scripted, you can tell me in the comments and all that sort of stuff. But I'd really like your opinion about, would you like it free flown, as I've done in today, or my other honest opinion, which was the Ubisoft stuff, which I basically put points down and went, here we go, that's my opinion. But if you like more of this sort of content, please feel free to like and subscribe, because it really would help me out. I put a lot of effort into these videos, especially this one. This will be one of my most difficult ones today, so I hope you can really help me out on this one, put some more views and all that other stuff. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again later. Goodbye!